Here's Ayton. And it's Denver with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters, but ultimately your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Grant's checked in. How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Craig. Bridges with the board. Suns have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Jerome passes to Saric. 2 points. That one goes.
Saric is deceptively strong. This guy's got good strength, and he doesn't mind being physical, can absorb the contact and find a way to finish.
On the wing, Porter. And there's the feed to Plumlee. And, oh, here we go. Carter's got it in the fast break chance. And good that time.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Porter finds Morris. It's tipped, and he gets it back. They recover it. The kick out to Porter. Passes it to Craig. On the wing, Morris. Porter in the corner. And another shot. No good from Grant. Carter right side. Saric outside. That will count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that concludes the first quarter of play. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Suns, Bridges and Saric make up the forwards. Then it's Kaminsky, then there's Carter, and it's Jerome in at the point. Suns leading by 6. Carter dishes to Bridges. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Bridges has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Murray's checked in for Michael Porter. And Phoenix also making a switch. Booker's checked in. Now, here's Bridges. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Here's Craig, defended by Carter. And they pick up 2. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Stripped away. Murray kicks to Grant. Murray with it. Now guarded by Booker. The pass to Craig. Grant, right side. Feeds to Plumlee. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Frank Kaminsky picks one up.
Yeah, that's just good basketball there by Grant, moving the ball to the wide open man and getting an assist out of it.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Grant. Will Barton comes in for Torrey Craig. And Harris subbed in for Monte Morris. Phoenix also making some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Saric. Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. It's stolen by Harris. The drive by Jokic. Basket good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris's play trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well. And really the transition defense starting to let them down.
The last 4 buckets they've surrendered have come in transition. At some point, you've got to make an adjustment.
Murray outside. Barton in the corner. Sweet move, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Mason Plumlee. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for the Suns.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Here's Murray. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. That one goes in.
You know, I really like seeing this from Murray. Looking to get his open teammates involved. Being a willing passer is impressive to his teammates.
Now here's Booker. He's got 8. Inside. Ayton, the pass to Oubre. Shot clock at 5. Back to Ayton. That one falls. Ayton's got his second bucket.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Barton finds Millsap. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And now here's Oubre. Fast break chance. A nice shot by Booker.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
Now here's Booker. 10 points for him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Morris with the bucket.
Jokic doing a nice job consistently finding the open man.
Booker inside. Jokic with the steal. Here's Millsap. And it is good at the buzzer. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for Phoenix.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 14 points, 2 assists, and that's a wrap with the third.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the small forward. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop-to-loop all day long on the highlight reel.
He feeds it to Ayton. Here's Rubio. No good from outside. The Nuggets trail by 11.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Grant's checked in. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Kaminsky, he's checked in for DeAndre. Saric comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Kelly Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio.
At his size, Jokic a threat to throw it down, showing you how dominant he can be inside.
Down low, Jokic with the steal. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. Rejected by Booker. And now the fast break. Kaminsky with the ball. Carter. And Carter with his second chance points. Carter's got his second basket.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill. Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Barton outside to the inside. Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Carter with the three. That doesn't go either for Carter.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Jokic with the bucket. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Catching up on the changes for Denver. Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Phoenix leading by 6. 1:43 left to play here in the third. Here's Jerome. Baines inside. He's guarded by Plumlee. The layup off target. Jerome passes to Carter. Saric has the open look. Phoenix, no good that time either. For Denver, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Grant finds Porter for the three. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Kelly Oubre comes in for Mikal Bridges. Pass to Millsap. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up.
Tell you what, Paul Millsap, one of my favorite players because he's so effective, scores at an efficient clip, rebounds the ball well, and defends multiple positions too. He gives you everything.
And the Suns making a change here. Rubio's checked in. Now here's Rubio. Johnson with it. Rubio, the pass to Baines. And the dunk by Baines.
And right there, Rubio doing what he does. Seeing the floor, exploring the defense, finding the open man, and getting him the ball.
Stolen by Carter. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Rubio.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
The Suns making a change here. Ayton's checked in.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Pass to Millsap. And stolen by Ayton.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Johnson kicks to Baines. In the corner, it's Oubre. Second shot opportunity. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over. But it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer. And so it's the Phoenix Suns in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Suns, Aaron Baines out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Ricky Rubio. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Johnson in at the 2 spot. Ayton finds Baines. Back to Ayton. Oh, the power on that prudence.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
To the middle, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Johnson dishes to Rubio. To the paint, Millsap with the steal. Here's Craig. He doesn't hit that one. And Phoenix the other way now. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Ayton, the pass to Baines. Oubre outside. And finished off by Oubre.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Clock at 6. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
You can't afford to lose sight of Jokic, not even for a second. This guy's always a threat to hurt you on the offensive boards.
Rubio, the pass to Baines. Jokic on top. He's guarded by Johnson. Porter kicks to Morris. Millsap down low. And a wide open look for Porter. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Porter Jr. has a unique combination of size and skill, and as a result, able to beat defenders in the catch-and-shoot game.
Oubre outside. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Suns?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Martin's checked in for Michael Porter. Gary Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Booker the pass to Oubre. Ayton with it. Kicks it out to Rubio. Booker with no one around gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Suns lead by 11.
This is a guy who once scored 70 points in a game. Booker, doesn't take much for him to start percolating.
And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got 14 points now in the second half. Booker looking around. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Šarić against Murray. Can't hit from in close. And here's Šarić. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 9-point game. Oubre on the wing. That three off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, Jokic has such special skills offensively and doing some damage in a big way that time on the offensive glass. .104 left in the game. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That is his first foul of the game. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Šarić. 6 on the shot clock. Booker. You know, Millsap is one of the tougher defenders in the league, and you can see why. He's physically smart, he's tough. He's not easy to go up against. Passes it to Jokic. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Phoenix's ball. They lead by 7. The drive by Booker. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
For 3, Murray traps in the tray.
Hey, you can't just have skill and confidence to make big shots. You got to have a big ticker, too.
And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Back to Rubio. Oubre on the wing. Inside, Jokic with the steal. From deep three-point range, and the miss. So the Suns win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
And I think that COVID is basically just going to increase the gap that we're seeing in education because unfortunately African Americans have less access to high-speed internet. How can you be in a Zoom chat with your teacher if you don't have high-speed internet? Does that mean you're just not going to class? Like, these things are going to continue to divide the range of wealth that we're able to achieve, whether or not we're going to be able to go to college. To me, the most pressing issue has to be
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A beautiful day as it usually is. And let's go.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, they're getting closer. Thanks, DA. And checking out Utah's opening lineup. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Bogdanovich out there with Joe Ingles. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Booker. And he makes that one.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there. And basketball in the blood for Devin Booker. I mean, his father, Melvin, started at the University of Missouri and played pro ball. Started in high school. Devin trained with his father, trying to follow his path.
Now Booker, after Bogdanovich missing on that last three-pointer. And that's going to be a travel. And it's the Jazz's ball. And we know the story. Booker moving from Michigan to Mississippi to live with his father and develop his skills.
And 4:30 a.m. alarms to train on the beach before the summer sun, getting to practice 2 hours early and staying late. Booker, not a freak athlete, so he had to work harder and drill the fundamentals.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Ayton, the pass to Oubre. Kicks it out to Booker. Shot clock at 2 from outside the arc.
You need strength, you need length, you need a strong frame and quick feet. Donovan Mitchell has all of that. That's why he could be one of the best stoppers in this game.
Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Odd pass to Oubre. And there's another turnover by the Suns.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Jazz have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Conley finds Mitchell. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes played. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim. You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Suns shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Now here's Conley. The rebound by Johnson.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's Ayton. Gobert with the block.
You gotta keep your head on a swivel when you go up against Rudy Gobert.
Rejected by Booker. Jazz passing it around. Mitchell is double. Back to Gobert. Out to Conley. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Good find, and one of Gobert's advantages as a passer, he can see over everyone's head.
Oubre outside. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Kicks it out to Johnson. And the 3 off target.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
They are at their best when Mitchell pushes the action. His aggressiveness raises the level of this team.
Now, here's Rubio. 1:58 left in the first quarter. And now Utah, fast break. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Doubled by Bogdanovich. Here's Rubio. It's deflected.
Great awareness by Bogdanovich, working hard to come up with the block.
Mitchell wide open. Off target from outside. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The drive by Booker. Basket counts. Booker's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here's Mitchell. To the inside, and stolen by Ayton. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Booker finds Rubio. Good D by Mitchell.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Booker against Ingles. Booker dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now, here's Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 6.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
If you're the defense, not much you can do. Donovan Mitchell had his mind made up. Bad intentions.
Here's Ayton. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Ayton's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Covered by Rubio. Over in the corner, Conley. And he's good on the 3-ball.
So often the catalyst. This time, Conley is on the finishing end off the catch.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Utah Jazz. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And getting going again here in the 2nd quarter. Fairly close game so far. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So on the floor for Utah, O'Neal is out there with Davis. Then it's Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Moutier in at the point guard position. They get the rebound. Clarkson passes to O'Neal. Back to Clarkson. Now here's Moutier. Pass to Mitchell. 4 on the clock. No, it doesn't go. His 4th miss in 8 attempts. Suns trail by 3.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
Here's Jerome. Covered by Mitchell. And the pass to Jerome. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Clarkson. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. They haven't allowed any points in the 2nd quarter.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Moutier kicks to Mitchell. From past the arc. And no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. Saric passes to Jerome. Hunter on the wing. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The feed to Saric. Out to Carter. Throws it up high. It's stolen by Davis. Moutier with the ball. Bridges covering. Mitchell right side. Beyond the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Here's Bridges. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Now just a three-point Jazz lead.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Moutier pass to Davis. Here's the dish to O'Neal. The Jazz working the ball around now. Down low, over in the corner, Moutier. Pass to O'Neal. Clarkson with the ball. Another miss by Utah. Carter outside. Pass to Šarić. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Clarkson passes to Davis. Baines with the block. Carter against Clarkson. It's stolen by Moutier. Here's Mitchell. Finished off the break. Mitchell's got 6 here in this quarter.
Nice finish by Donovan Mitchell. If you're the defense, you have to get back in a hurry and match up.
To the middle. Here's Bridges. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
To the inside. O'Neal. It's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Davis. Bogdanovich comes in for Royce O'Neal. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Mitchell. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. Bogdanovich wide open. No good on the 3. And here comes the break. Oh, Ayton in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Rick. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Ayton is out there with Johnson. And it's Oubre in at the small forward.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA, one of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019, was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
Booker draws the double. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
So it's Phoenix now. On the wing, Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Booker's got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And there's a lot of talk about Gobert's rim protection, but his rebounding is every bit as important on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's finishing off defense. Once you force them to miss, you don't want to allow second chance opportunities. Rudy Gobert averaged over 10 defensive boards a game last year. That was the best numbers of his career and top 3 in the league.
Johnson finds 8. Back to Johnson. He had stolen by Ingles and stolen by Ayton. With 3, Booker. Utah with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mitchell dishes to Bogdanovich and stolen by Booker. Here's Rubio. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Mitchell. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. They lead by 1. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. You know, Greg, you probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
O'Neal inside. He's guarded by Kaminsky. A 3 from Bogdanovich, but they recover it.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Pass to Oubre. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And just as Kelly Oubre was coming into his own as an NBA starter, a meniscus tear in his right knee ended his season. Now, back in action, we'll see how quickly he can recover his explosive athleticism.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Saric is checked in for Johnson. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. And Utah also making a switch. Clarkson's checked in. The drive by Booker. Feeds to Kaminsky. Carter on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Tries again. In deep, Carter drops it in. Carter's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns. And before the injury, Kelly Oubre playing a career high in minutes. 38 to 40 minutes a game with regularity. G8, do you think that load could have contributed to his injury?
Well, Kevin, all young players want those minutes, but that right knee had troubled him for a while. PRP treatment back in 2017, and perhaps some questions for the Suns training staff.
There's the pass to Clarkson. It's deflected.
And you can't be careless around Saric. When he's on you, he is looking to send that one back.
Here's O'Neal. Makes it off the glass.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Carter looking around. Pass to Oubre. And here's Booker from the arc. Sinks the triple. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. And the shot is good. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Carter outside. Out to Saric. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Phoenix making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Bridges comes in for Kelly Oubre. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. And Utah with a change here, too. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Mike Conley. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Mitchell passes to Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What you have to love about Gobert, he's improved across the board. We're even seeing it at the line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
And Gobert drops them both. Booker looking around. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, you know, some might say, hey, can't we just skip the replay?
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Suns lead by 2. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Gobert. Mitchell is out there with Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Gobert. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Mitchell outside. Passes it to Gobert. Looking for Bridges. He gets it there. Oh, here we go. Rubio's got it on the fast break chance. He feeds it to Booker. Stolen by Mitchell. Booker trying to free himself up. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Mitchell.
Well, when it comes to carrying an offense, few young players do it as well as Donovan Mitchell.
Rubio finds Baines. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And Mike Conley subbed in for Clarkson.
Such opportunistic basketball right there. And that's when they desperately needed it.
Conley's shot is off.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Booker with no one around, and it's off from three-point range. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Here's Bogdanovic. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
No good from Booker. Jazz trail by 3. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Goes up. Here's Bridges. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. And that one falls for Bridges. Both free throws good from Bridges. Conley with it. And he banks in the layup.
With the game's momentum up for grabs, Conley values being the guy to take the crucial shot. Just a remarkable score in these situations.
Pass to Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Suns lead by 5.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Bridges with the steal. Booker with it. Conley picks him up. Gobert against Rubio. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Oubre's checked in for Mikal Bridges. Gobert and slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert looking comfortable stepping into the spotlight right now.
Here's Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 5th assist in this one.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Jazz passing it around. Gobert can't hit. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
But tried by Booker. Yep, that one goes. Booker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns. 1:10 left to play in the final quarter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. .106 left in the fourth quarter. Rubio against Conley. Kicks it out to Booker. They grab their own miss.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Suns.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but...
And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
The pass to Okobo. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get a shot off. Here's Kaminsky. Conley grabs the miss.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long.
Oni passes to Conley. Niang kicks to Conley. This one for 3. But they'll get another chance. Another shot. No good there. So the Suns win it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the...
education, because that's going to determine whether or not a child that's born in poverty can climb out of it. I'm from Alpharetta, Georgia, which is a suburb of Atlanta. So my mom and I went to go and vote in our state's primaries, and we saw that the line was wrapped around the library, literally from
Salt Lake City, Utah. And with
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. DA, thank you for that. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the center position. And for Utah, Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. Now here's Conley. Back to Bogdanovich. It's hauled in by Jokic.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players. But you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Just have to stay down on any kind of pump fake. Once Jokic got him up in the air, he had him.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Here's Barton following the basket by Donovan Mitchell. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Jokic.
Murray fearless on that drive right there, not worried at all about the contact.
Conley, the pass to Ingles. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Will Barton.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Conley drops them both.
4th selection back in the 07 draft. Conley has been a reliable guard for many years.
Murray, good. Murray's got 6 points.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
Mitchell kicks to Ingles. To the paint. Here's Gobert. And the layup falls. Gobert's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Denver passing it around. Barton finds Jokic. Now here's Millsap. It's stolen by Ingles. Inside. And stolen by Barton. Stolen by Mitchell. Lays it up off the glass.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets. And from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Here's Jokic, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Conley against Murray. Conley gets the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now here's Conley. Jokic grabs the miss. We've got 1:23 left in the first. And here's Millsap from the arc. O'Neal with the rebound. Jazz have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Conley gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Wide open look here for Murray, and the 3-ball is good. Murray's got 9 points.
Well, if Murray can do that and become a threat from the 3-point line, look out.
Conley against Jokic. Here's Gobert, and it's sent back by Jokic. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Second chance shot. Here's Gobert. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Murray against O'Neal. Murray, good. He's got 11.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Harris against Mitchell, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Murray, good.
Just continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Nuggets ahead, leading by a point. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. And there's Emmanuel Mudiay. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Davis in at center. That's the group right now for Utah. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist from Plumlee. Morris has got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Mudiay looking around. The dish to Davis. Lays it up and banks it in. Davis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Taking advantage of his touch around the basket. Davis does a nice job there of using his body to shield the defenders from the basketball.
Grant, that's good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
O'Neal passes to Mudiay. And yes, it's good. Mudiay's got his first 2 points.
Not the biggest guy of the 10 on the floor, but showing big heart on that possession.
Morris. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Mudiay against Morris. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets all of that one.
Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. The Nuggets leading by 3. Denver passing it around. It's good. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a forward. You look at a young man like John Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense, Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Here's Davis, following the score by Jamal Murray. Clarkson against Harris. Clarkson kicks to Davis. And now the Nuggets, fast break. Murray with the ball. And it's Murray with the jam.
Murray right now just on a roll, scoring at will on the offensive end.
Jazz trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Gobert. A second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. Gobert's got 6.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Here's Jokic. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Clarkson's running, and he goes in for the dunk.
Like to see Jordan turn on the Jets right there. Change of speed, so hard to guard, and Jordan, he's very much capable of that.
And it's blocked. Shot from the wing. Kept alive. Second shot opportunity. Davis kicks to Bogdanovich. And the foul on Will Barton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles is checked in for Davis. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Moutier. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Surprising quickness. Murray burying his head down and just sprinting to the rack.
Mitchell outside. 59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Puts it up off the inbound. And that one clearly. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Jazz have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the Nuggets with some changes. Porter's checked in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Millsap. It's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Yeah, although undersized, Millsap is a very, very hard worker. Uses his quickness that time.
Here's Mitchell. It doesn't go for him. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Millsap misses. Jazz have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Bogdanovich finds Gobert. Outside Conley, and here is Ingles. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Millsap. What a performance by Jamal Murray.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Jamal Murray has been the story in this one. He had 21 points. Well, what can you say about superstar big men? And that does it for our half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the point. Jazz trail by 5.
Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump started everything.
Jokic passes to Barton. Outside for Millsap. Denver passing it around. Pass to Jokic. Gobert with the block. And they get it back. Barton dishes to Harris. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Over in the corner, Conley for 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out in a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And he gets the bucket. Jokic has got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now here's Millsap. Here's Jokic. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Such an efficient scorer. Gobert knows his offensive game and picks great shots to take.
Millsap finds Harris. Jokic inside. Ingles covering. Goes back up. And Jokic with the basket on the assist from Harris. Jokic has got 14 points. And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. They trail by 7. Gobert, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. If you go a step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that more than anything allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
A different look for Utah. Davis is checked in for Bogdanovich. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Big group substitution here for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Millsap. Porter comes in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Good work there as it goes. Clarkson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
And the strength of Clarkson on display. Awesome job fending off the defense and not letting that deter him from scoring.
And that one's good. Jokic.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Mitchell up top, covered by Morris. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to 1 on the bucket for Mitchell.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Morris kicks to Jokic. Morris passes to Craig. Bounce pass from Morris. Here's Jokic. Plumlee finds Jokic. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And that one drops.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Pass to Morris. Back to Porter. Plumlee dishes to Morris. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Count the basket.
That's a much better looking shot with the mechanics there. Good release point. Nice soft float on that jumper.
And Plumlee kicks to Morris. Craig passes to Porter. In the corner, it's Morris. Back to Plumlee. And it's Jokic in the corner. From the arc. Off target.
And what defense there from Gobert. Putting that wingspan to work and not allowing anything easy inside.
And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So on the floor for Utah, Boudier out there with Mitchell. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
They're just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about...
Oh, that was something else!
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Down low. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by Grant. And guys, here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And there's the foul. It's on Torrey Craig. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Jazz with some changes. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for O'Neal. Joe Ingles comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Mitchell. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap's checked in for Plumlee. Gary Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. O'Neal's checked in for Moutier. And a switcher also for Denver. Martin is checked in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. And it's a 3-point Nugget lead. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. The pass to Ingles. And stolen by Harris. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And now running up the court, Ingles pushing it up. O'Neal dishes to Ingles. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. It's going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
To the inside. Here's Conley. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And the Jazz lead by 1.
I love Bogdanovich's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Stolen by Conley. Pass break. Here come the Jazz. O'Neal passes to Ingles. Back to O'Neal. Jazz passing it around. Gobert finds Conley. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment. All the officials are all over that one.
First one falls for Jokic. He's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And Harris drops them both.
Gary Harris has a ton of confidence, has a ton of versatility, and is so important for this team. Be fun to watch the maturation process of one Gary Harris.
Bogdanovich dishes to Gobert. Millsap with the steal. And they're pushing it up. Jokic with the bucket.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
The drive by Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Banked in off the glass. And now it's a three-point Jazz lead.
And how about the speed of Mike Conley there in transition? He explodes up the court to ensure they convert on that fast break.
Man, once Millsap gets the ball in his hands, everyone in the building knowing he was going to take and make that shot.
Outside Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Conley's got the lead up to 5 now for Utah.
And there is just no fear in Mike Conley. He has not met a big shot he was afraid to take.
Barton, wide open, he fires from outside off the mark. And it's Utah's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. O'Neal kicks to Ingles. And that's an intentional foul. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for the Jazz. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Conley gets the bucket.
Well, Picasso couldn't have drawn that up any better. Perfect execution off the inbounds.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
Now, you can't make any mistakes right here if you want to keep hope alive. Their execution has to be precise.
Got a piece of it. Jokic with the steal.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Shot and game clock separated by fouls. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game. But once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
It's Barton on the wing. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Well, Barton takes some tough shots. Used to making them. He did there.
Conley with the three. And so it's Utah with the win. It won. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
literally from the front door all the way out through the sidewalk to the backside. We were sitting there for close to 2 hours, and we had probably moved maybe 100 feet, something like that. Like, everyone was confused. No one knew what was going on. We're all asking questions. We finally heard someone said, hey, we hear that the line is shorter at the Roswell Library. And we figured.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the 1. And for the Suns, Rubio and Booker. They're the backcourt. Johnson is out there with Oubre, and it's Ayton in at the center. Now, here's Rubio. And Johnson now top of the key. Shot clock at 6. Here's Oubre. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Yeah, this is one thing about Kelly Oubre. I know he's thin, but there's a wiry strength to him. He's able to take the hit and complete it.
Here's Jokic. Passes to Millsap. Out to Harris. Denver passing it around. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
Here's Rubio following the score by Jamal Murray. Ayton against Jokic. Here's Oubre. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Oubre's got his second bucket.
Well, DeAndre Ayton is a team-first guy, and boy, does he set up the open man.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Carter, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Booker with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Harris inside. He's guarded by Booker. Jokic with the bucket.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Carter outside. Pass to Johnson with the shot. Barton with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Count that bucket. Harris has got 5 points so far.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Kicks it out to Johnson. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Saric has checked in for Johnson. The Nuggets also changing it up. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Dario Saric, the homie, as he was known in Philly, a Croatian finesse forward for this team.
You know what I love about Dario is here's a big man who can space the floor with his shooting. He can balance that with an ability to make plays off the dribble. He's a really sneaky cutter and a very opportunistic rebounder. I mean, this is a big man who will contribute in a lot of different areas.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. And it's Bridges in for Oubre. Here's Booker. A beautiful reverse layup.
How about the ability to adjust and finish in different situations? Devin Booker, elite as a scorer.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here is Carter. In the corner, it's Bridges. And And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
After winning 2 championships in college at Villanova before turning pro, I think Mikal Bridges has the next championship in his sights. That's an NBA title.
And Phoenix making a change here. Jerome is checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Plumlee is checked in for Jokic. Jeremy Grant comes in for Paul Millsap. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Suns trail by 4. Carter with it. Guarded now by Morris. The shot's good from Carter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now, here is Morris. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Jerome. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
Craig can't get it to go. Suns have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Carter on the wing, covered by Morris. Grant against Saric. Doesn't go that time. Now Denver takes it the other way. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Count it.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Suns trail by 6. Here's Jerome. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Porter. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Denver on top, up 6. 2K Sports, back to Phoenix after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Kaminsky out there with Aaron Baines. Then it's Bridges. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Jerome in at the 2 spot. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said is you can coach a lot of different ways. You can win a lot of different ways. But you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
The Suns making a switch here. Ayton's checked in. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Jamal Murray comes in for Monte Morris. Murray against Rubio. And there's the pass to Grant. Off target with his 3.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And Ayton throws it down.
Elite athleticism from Mr. Ayton. No doubt on the dunk.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Grant the pass to Harris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Wide open look here for Murray. The Nuggets with a new 14. Another shot. And it's good off the back rim and in.
And Murray is so deadly with the catch and shoot, Jay. When the D isn't playing up on him, he has no problem going right up with him.
Oubre, good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Pass to Harris. Murray for 3. Again, the miss by Murray. Suns have gone a perfect 4 of 4 since the second quarter began. Perfect from the field. To the left wing. Ayton inside. Jokic defending. Oubre against Barton. Oubre, good. Oubre's got the lead up to 2 now for Phoenix.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Both teams deciding to change it up. To the middle. Here's Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Rubio against Murray. Pass to Kaminsky. Inside. Jokic with the steal. Pass to Barton. And here's Jokic. He's covered by Ayton. Millsap kicks to Barton. And stolen by Booker. And now the Suns, a fast break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Murray. Harris drives in. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
The Suns have gone a sensational 5 of 5 from the field since the start of the second quarter. Here's Rubio. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Rubio's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
I tell you, unwilling to settle for something on the perimeter. Rubio sticks his nose inside.
Now the pass to Jokic. Harris outside. He kicks it to Barton. Down low. Here's Millsap. Here's Jokic. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Suns have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. And the dunk by Booker.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Johnson with the block. Rubio against Murray. Pass to Ayton. Back to Rubio. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. From 10 feet out. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we're talking about a big-time rebounder. DeAndre Ayton's timing excellent.
Murray kicks to Barton. Passes it to Jokic. The Nuggets with another miss. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Lobbed up there for Booker.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
And Murray, here we go. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Booker against Harris. Up again. Jokic grabs the miss. It could go. Can't hit that one. And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 6.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Out in front at the half is Phoenix. They have the 6-point lead. Kenny, what was your... Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been quite a game for Kelly Oubre.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
A nice shot by Booker.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Sharch checked in for the Suns. Here's Jokic, and the rejection by Ayton.
That's an encouraging sign for sure. Boy, when DeAndre Ayton is hustling and focused, he can send it back with the best of them.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GM.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Now here's Barton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Murray. The putback. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for 8. Mikal Bridges comes in for Oubre. And it's Carter in for Ricky Rubio. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Will Barton. And it's Torrey Craig in for Harris. And here are the Nuggets now after the Suns pick up 2. Outside for Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 9.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
Carter outside. The feed now to Baines. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The shot misses. And Phoenix will come the other way. Carter left side. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. To the inside. And it's Baines missing.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Here's Grant, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's just a 3-point Phoenix lead. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was? And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And Jokic slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Porter against Bridges. Over to the left wing. Here's Jerome. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And it's Jokic missing.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block, and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Got a hand on it.
Oh, Dario Saric sends it back. Go ahead, sir.
Now here is Carter. He's guarded closely. Bridges dishes to Baines. Saric outside. And the call up against Jokic. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, and that's number 5. One more, and he is going to be done for the day.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jokic. Martin comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Gary Harris in for Torrey Craig. 5 to shoot. Here's Oubre. Plumlee with the rebound. Martin surveying the floor. Pass to Millsap. To the middle. That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Morris.
Well, you like how aggressive he is making a play at the rim against length.
You have got to believe that you can score against size on the interior. How about the aggressive, assertive move there?
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Ricky Rubio. Frank Kaminsky is out there with Ayton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Johnson finds Ayton. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson. And the Suns lead by 7.
Well, DeAndre Ayton should own the paint. Nice touch there.
Harris outside. To the wing right side. Plumlee, the pass to Morris. And the rejection by Ayton. Out to Harris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Second chance shot. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Booker, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Murray's checked in for Denver. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Oubre, and he banks in the layup. And it's an 11-point Suns lead.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Barton, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on, and you're right. I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers, and, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then. But I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Count that one.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Booker outside. Feeds it to Ayton. And stolen by Murray. Jokic against Oubre. Jokic with the bucket.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Oubre outside. And the pass to Ayton. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Excellent recognition from Kelly Oubre right there. So solid, sensing when one of his guys is open.
And Phoenix pushing it up now. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Here's Plumlee. The shot comes out. Good D by Booker. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 14-5 run. Ayton, it falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Big man puts it on the deck, gets to the cup. Nice.
Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right. GA seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Back to Ayton. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Suns.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Ayton.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Oubre. Some solid defense from Harris. Barton finds Plumlee, fires for 3, and it's Jokic missing. And Phoenix has possession. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Back to Harris, pass to Murray. He wants to get to Millsap and does. Here's Jokic. Goes up again, and it's Millsap laying it in.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
For 3, Booker missed. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
somewhere else. So we get in the car, we drive about 25 minutes to the next library, and same issue. And you can see the line starting from the door and going around the parking lot and going to the back of the library. So we waited another about 3 hours, and we finally get to, the front of the line, and you see that
the state capital of Utah, and nothing to...
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. And for the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. Now, here's Rubio. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. Rejected by Booker. Here's Oubre. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
Crossing up the defense, and that's what you expect from Rubio. Terrific vision.
Conley with it. Mitchell outside. Back to Conley. The pass to Mitchell. Shoots from 12. And it's good for 2.
Boy, how valuable is Donovan Mitchell? Having him in the fold sets up this team moving forward.
Mitchell against Booker. Gobert pulls it in.
This is the shot you want, right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
Whoa, hammering it in!
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Now, here's Rubio. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Ayton at the elbow. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
And again, Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell's got 6 points. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Rubio finds Oubre. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call. Utah the foul. This is his first free throw of the game. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Mitchell against Rubio. Mitchell passes to Ingles. Great D that time from Oubre. He had stolen by Ingles. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
That time, a lot of young guys would have jacked up a shot. Patience. Man flashes open. Mitchell delivers the basketball on time. That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Mitchell kicks to Conley. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. Now Carter following the three-point attempt by Donovan Mitchell. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Rejected by Booker. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. A different look for Utah. Davis comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Moutier in for Mitchell. Baines against Moutier. Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by the Suns. Here's Carter. Saric. Great positioning on the putback.
And the anticipation of Saric. Outstanding at staying engaged and just eating up those rebounds.
Moutier passed to Clarkson. Jazz passing it around. And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Clarkson. 6 on the shot clock. They get it back. Davis lays it up off the glass.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Jerome passes to Bridges, and that one drops for him.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Passes it to Gobert. 43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Clarkson finds Moutier. Gobert double teamed. Baines with the block. Carter against Moutier. Carter the pass to Jerome. It's stolen by Moutier. And here we go. Fast break. Moutier's got it. And Moutier throws it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Carter outside. Jerome passes to Šarić. Here's Jerome. Banked in off the glass.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here's Moutier. Drills the baseline jumper. Moutier's got his second basket. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Jazz lead by 5. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Aaron Baines out there with Kaminsky. Then there's Carter. Then it's Bridges. And it's Jerome in at the point. Suns trail by 5. Carter down low. Defended by Moutier. Carter, that's good.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Clarkson. Feeds it to Gobert. Pass to O'Neal. Three-pointer. The shot will not fall. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Carter. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Moutier finds Davis. Back to Moutier. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Moutier's got 6.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
And the thing that stood out for me last year about Moutier, his shot selection was much improved.
It was, GA. A career high from the field. He was solid also from 3. Still, he needs to clean up that turnover category. But we have to remember, he is still very young despite how long we've been talking about him.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Bogdanovich is checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. Mitchell, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. And it's Conley in for Emmanuel Moutier. Here's Oubre. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
A lot of great young players in this league. Donovan Mitchell has the edge and hunger right now.
Oubre, good.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
On the wing, Ingles. Oubre with the steal. Mitchell against Booker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanović.
Such an active shooter. Love how Booker gets defenders to try and be physical with him.
Andre Ayton's checked in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Bridges. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good break for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Sharch is checked in for Phoenix. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Down low. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket for Mitchell.
And his teammates appreciate the unselfishness. Bogdanovich willing to get it to his open guys.
Sharch finds Ayton. To the paint, and Ayton gets double teamed.
And look at Ayton get up there. Have to enjoy watching the big man getting tricky with it.
Mitchell. The shot's good on the assist by Engel. Mitchell's got 8 here in the quarter.
In case anyone was wondering, this is what it looks like when you're in the zone. He hasn't missed one all quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The drive by Mitchell. From deep Ingles. Rebound by the Suns.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And now Utah, fast break, and it's Mitchell with the jam.
Push, push, push the basketball and get out of his way. Donovan Mitchell, fantastic on the break.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The drive by Mitchell. And the layup's good off the glass. Mitchell's got 18 points in the game.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Sharch in the corner. He dishes it to Ayton. Knocks it loose. Now Johnson. 5 on the clock. Conley with it. Now guarded by Booker. And the Jazz pushing it up now. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
It all started with the steal by Donovan Mitchell. You want to draft guys who can make things happen on both ends of the court.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Booker draws the double. Here's Sharch. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
The feed to Davis. Outside Conley. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were always within striking distance. 5. And that...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
Mitchell is the 2 with Ingles at the 3. Bogdanovich out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at point. That's the group right now for Utah.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Booker against Ingles. Johnson in the corner. Ayton up top. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Booker. Phoenix needs to get off a shot, and that one's good. Ayton.
I love the confidence. Ayton knows he must continue to hone his jumper, especially shooting it off the catch.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Mitchell passes to Gobert. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Gobert with the block. Oubre with the steal. Here's Baines, and the dunk by Baines.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
Carter, that's good.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
O'Neal dishes to Gobert. Lays it up and banks it in. Gobert has got 8.
And as Rudy Gobert has been adding bulk, he's only getting better at finishing through contact.
And the call will be against Emmanuel Mudiay. That is his first foul of the game. And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in. Releases from 15. No good that time. So Utah will take it the other way.
I mean, not only does Bogdanović stretch the floor, but he can really stretch it from beyond 30 feet.
Greg, he is blessed with incredible range and a quick trigger, might I add. You have to stay connected to Bogdanović defensively because he can go on scoring tears where there's just no stopping him.
The Suns have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
And the Suns making a change here. Booker's checked in. Great pass to set up the lay-in. He's got 6.
Not just an outside shooter. Booker is also skilled at getting it done from that area as well.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Carter, the pass to Baines. Booker with no one around. Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Inside, Gobert. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And that one, good. Booker's got the lead back up to 4 now for Phoenix.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Mudiay with the basket.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
I would have loved to hear the coach's speech because they really took heed to it. Like you said, both teams playing at a different pace.
And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanović touched it last. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. And the Suns making a change here as well. Saric is checked in. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Defensively, they've had no answer for him this period. And he continues to stay aggressive.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. A different look for Utah. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Bogdanović. And Mike Conley subbed in for Jordan Clarkson. Phoenix also making some changes. Ayton, he's checked in for Kaminsky. Johnson comes in for Bridges. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Carter. Rubio, the pass to Ayton. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 5 assists in the game. O'Neal kicks to Gobert. Mitchell right side. 40 seconds left in the third. Launches a 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
A nice shot by Booker. And now a 9-point Phoenix lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Stolen by Rubio. And now the Suns, a fast break. Saric has got the ball. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Saric. Ayton's got the lead up to 11 now for Phoenix.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense. I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And the dunk by Booker.
An underrated athlete with a solid handle. Defenders can't always keep up with Booker on the drive.
And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights from. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Saric and Ayton at the 4 and the 5. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward.
Against Booker, a little contact usually doesn't go a long way. Strong body control there.
Mitchell is doubled. Gobert, the pass to O'Neal, pulls up. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. No good from Booker. Jazz trail by 13. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
O'Neal misses. And so Ayton will bring it up for Phoenix. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And Gobert, even when he gets hit, maintains his focus on the bucket and gets it to go.
And Utah making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. A free throw drops for Gobert. Suns leading by 12. Booker looking around. Ayton kicks to Rubio. Suns moving the ball around. Ayton, the pass to Oubre. Back to Ayton. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists in the game.
Doesn't matter to the great offensive players who's guarding them. And Donovan Mitchell is trying to become one of them. He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
Booker left side. Oh, Ayton in position. That shot off. Jazz trail by 12. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. Mitchell outside. Down low, Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
It's his work ethic. Gobert has done everything he can to become a threat offensively.
Right wing. Rubio looking it over. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Suns lead by 12.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
Oh, Ayton in position. Stolen by Mitchell. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Gobert. The shot, no good. And Phoenix will come the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Rubio left side. Out to the wing. Sharch dishes to Rubio. Good on the bucket. That's now 8 points for Ricky Rubio.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Back to Gobert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Sharch.
He's a great defender. He's improved his scoring. Rudy Gobert has put a lot of work into his body and game.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. And the Suns making a change here as well. Johnson, he's checked in for Dario Saric.
He needed to convert on all of those. Missed opportunities at the line are the last thing they need right now.
Jazz trail by 17.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Suns.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Devin Booker.
And how many times throughout the course of the evening did he make a momentum-changing play? I thought his relentlessness really keyed their success.
Mitchell outside. Bogdanovich wide open. The offensive rebound. And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. Conley inside the line. The putback. No luck, they battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. Booker against Mitchell. The drive by Booker makes it off the glass. And the Suns lead by 19.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And the technical free throw is good.
I love Donovan Mitchell's versatility as a scorer. Half court, in transition, at the line, adapts his game to whatever the night calls for.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting.
just basically understaffed. Everyone who was working in there, every volunteer was a Black woman, and they're probably 50 to 60. And, you know, we keep talking about like who could be infected by COVID at the highest rates, and it is the African American community. They're risking their life to come and work at these polling sites, and I don't want the burden of being a volunteer.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA.
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. And for Denver, at the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here's Mitchell. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. It's stolen by Harris. Murray against Conley. And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got the opening field goal of the game for the Nuggets. Here's the Jazz with the ball.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada. Like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Here is Conley. Following the basket by Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Now here's Murray. Barton outside. Back to Murray. Harris outside. Pass to Jokic. 5 to shoot. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's 3 straight shots to fall here to start. Looking good.
Mitchell against Harris. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Mitchell. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Harris, that's good. And it's Millsap with the assist.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Outside, Bogdanovich. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Gobert can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. And Jokic throws it down.
Guys, I like the hustle from Jokic. I mean, this guy knows exactly how to get to his spots in transition.
Harris against Mitchell. Good defense by Jokic. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 10-1 run right now. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Mudiay finds Bogdanovich. Some solid defense from Grant. The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Porter. Passes it to Grant. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
The putback. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Outside for Murray. Tries again. And Jokic lays it up and in. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
He gets that one. Here's Murray. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Clarkson. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Now, here is O'Neal. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. A different look for Denver. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Jeremy Grant. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Davis is checked in for the Jazz. The pass to Jokic. Outside Porter. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Porter. 12 points for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
That one drops for him.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's Clarkson. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And this is the advantage Clarkson has. I mean, he's a big combo guard and can convert through contact.
Here's Jokic. And he converts the layup.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for the Denver Nuggets. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnover.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter. Clarkson is out there with Moutier. And there's Davis. Then it's O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Gary Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And Barton subbed in for Monte Morris. The Jazz also changing it up. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Jordan Clarkson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Emmanuel Moutier. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game. You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
Fantastic at capitalizing from those spots. Conley has a dynamite-looking jump shot.
And here's Harris from the arc. Denver gets it back. The kick out to Porter. Harris dishes to Porter. No good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Reagan, New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but Tyler contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to. Oh, that was worth the price of admission. A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. The league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Denver making a switch here. Grant's checked in. The Nuggets had gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And, you know, Paul Millsap is a guy who epitomizes professionalism. Wherever he's been, he's always played his role well. Six-man starter, star player. He does what's asked of him.
And it's Mitchell missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Grant the pass to Barton. Now here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
I like the athleticism of Murray. Just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
And stolen by Barton. And here we go. Murray heading to the hoop. And it's Murray with the jam.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Conley finds Bogdanovich. To the paint. Conley against Murray. 4 on the shot clock. Shot to stop the run. Up again. Davis on the follow. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Nice look there from Bogdanovich, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
And the dunk by Grant.
Boy, take a look at the hops of Grant. I mean, really getting up and sending a message with that alley-oop.
Trying to get open is Davis. That's good for Mitchell on the assist from Conley. Mitchell's got 8 points.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Very respectable perimeter game that Will Barton has. Fully capable of connecting from there.
Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. Here's Mitchell. No good off the front iron. Jokic kicks to Morris. Porter passes to Jokic. Morris looking over the floor. Floats it up for Jokic. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
I am very impressed with the poise Jokic has shown tonight. He's been unflappable no matter what they've thrown at him.
And so it's Denver rolling along. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 20 points, 2 steals. And that does it for our
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Outside, Bogdanovich. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Out to Harris, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Royce O'Neal's checked in for Mitchell. Utah shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Bogdanovich left side. Here's the 3. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
He lobs it up, and Barton throws it down.
Yeah, you can't forget about the jumping ability of Barton now. I mean, this guy is phenomenal at finishing off these alley-oops.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Gobert against Jokic, and stolen by Barton. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Offensive rebound. And it's Jokic missing. It's Gobert with the ball for the Utah Jazz. Here's Bogdanovich. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Bogdanovich has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, just a gorgeous touch from Bogdanovich there. Love to see him go with the floater. That's such an effective shot.
Murray, no good. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
No good from Grant.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Morris kicks to Craig. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. It's stolen by Davis. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. The shot's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Morris dishes to Plumlee. Here's Craig. Both three-pointers off the mark. Jazz have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Clarkson. Drops in the layup for 2. Clarkson's got 6 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Back to Murray. He kicks to Grant. Pass to Murray. Takes a 3. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Hey, that's really good, positive offense from Murray. Knows exactly what he's going to do before the ball even gets there. That's shot preparation, folks.
Moutier finds Clarkson. Now O'Neal. Pass to Gobert. Davis with it. And Grant sends it back.
Well, he's an incredible athlete. You can just see that, using his vertical and his reach on the defensive end. Outstanding block.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Nuggets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. Martin's checked in for Torrey Craig. And Harris subbed in for Monte Morris. Bogdanovich is checked in for the Jazz. Donovan Mitchell comes in for Moutier.
And you got to clog up those lanes. Mitchell just explodes to the rim when he gets to that launching pad.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. The Nuggets leading by 23. Murray with it. 19 points in the game. Millsap, and he hits the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Nuggets ahead, delivering the blowout. From the Pepsi Center in downtown Denver, we're back in a moment. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Utah, we've got Bradley, and it's Morgan in at the 4. Niang offline with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Mitchell left side. Yes, that goes in.
And man, does Mitchell get buckets, and from everywhere on the floor. A versatile offensive threat.
Harris outside. Passes it to Jokic. The kick out to Barton. And there's the pass to Jokic. Clock at 6. Murray outside. Pulls up from the corner. Here's Millsap, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
With long arms and excellent skill and understated strength, Millsap bullies the defender on the finish.
It's good.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Barton finds Millsap. Out to Harris. Bradley against Jokic. Shot on the wing. The shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Good. 19 points for Donovan Mitchell.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Harris kicks to Murray. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Harris passes to Jokic. Bradley with some nice D.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
But when you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Here's Mitchell, and then jammed down as he goes right over Jokic.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Pass to Barton. Harris outside. Murray dishes to Barton. Harris passes to Millsap. Jokic inside, guarded by Bradley, and the shot goes in. Jokic has got 10 points in just the second half. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jokic.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with the fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds. Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier, before the game was out of reach.
Murray, the pass to Barton, and the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Straight frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
And the wide open shot for Morris. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep, it's off. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.